Hey honeys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about Disney resort hopping. Everyone knows how much I love making videos about Disney World, and today is going to be another resort hopping video. For those who don't know, I do have another video on my channel already about how to resort hop. Pretty much in that video what I did was just kind of talk about the main things that I think everyone should do at each resort, but today's video is going to be a bit more about how to make a full day into it. So where to start, how to get to each other place, and where to end. I also do have another video on my channel about resort hopping. That one is a vlog, and it kind of touches base on the same way that I'm going to talk about how you can make a full day in this video. But if you want to kind of watch like me actually doing it, then I definitely suggest checking out the vlog. If not, just keep on watching for all of my favorite ways to make a full day out of resort hopping. So I did make a little list on my phone that I'm going to be referencing throughout the video, and I'm just going to kind of go through, like I said, just all the ways that I think, not really all the ways, but just like kind of the order that I think works best for when you're trying to make a day out of resort hopping. So I think my recommendation is to kind of start the day with doing the monorail resorts. So what I mean by that is park your car at the Magic Kingdom Ticket and Transportation Center. You just pay for however much the day parking is. I think it's like $20 or $25. You park there for the whole day, and then you are at the main Ticket and Transportation Center. So that is where you get your monorail to go to Magic Kingdom. That's where you get, you know, all like, it's the transportation center, and that's also where you purchase like all your main tickets. So that is where you're gonna wanna start your day. Park your car there, and then you're going to hop onto the resort monorail. So there is a monorail that takes you through 3 different resorts. So my recommendation is to start by doing those 3. They're the easiest to hit. All you have to do is get on the monorail and you can hop off at each one of those 3. So what I think you should do is start the day off at the Polynesian with the Ohana breakfast. Ohana breakfast is just my absolute favorite breakfast. I do have a video on my channel all about my experience there eating as a vegan. I'm actually going to be doing an updated one about that soon because they changed some of their vegan options as from like the last time that I went, and they were so good, just as good if not better. So be on the lookout for that. But I definitely recommend starting the day with breakfast there. Ohana breakfast is so delicious, and it's just a great way to start your day off. The Polynesian is absolutely beautiful. There's so much beautiful just flowers and everything to take in there. So I think that's a really great place to start off your day. And then you can always go to the Grand Floridian, which is another one of the resorts that you can go to right from the monorail. And that is just an absolutely beautiful resort. You can walk around. It is very royal, and just it's different from the Polynesian because it's very just it's very royal. I think that's like the best way to describe it. And if you're not into the Ohana breakfast, then you can always do breakfast at the Grand Floridian instead, and then do Polynesian second. Grand Floridian has a beautiful breakfast buffet at 1900 Park Fair, so you can kind of do either or, whichever you're feeling at that time. And they're both character meet and greet breakfasts, so you know, you can always breakfasts, is that a word? Breakfasts? So you can always pick which one you like better for characters and make your decision that way. But they are both on the monorail, so they're not on the monorail, but they're both resorts that you can get to just by taking the monorail. They're on that monorail route, so either of those is a very good option. And then I suggest doing the last monorail resort, which is the Contemporary. So either do Poly or Grand Floridian first, just depending on which one you're actually going to go to for breakfast, and then go to the Contemporary last. So Contemporary has a lot of really fun things to look at as well. I of course love the Mary Blair mural, but there's so many fun things to look at there. But I suggest doing that one last, because then right after that you can go ahead and take the ferry boat to the Wilderness Lodge. So I think you should do, you know, your breakfast resort first, then the second one, whichever one out of the 2 that you didn't decide to eat breakfast at, and then Contemporary. Contemporary is a nice fun way to kind of end those 3, and then you can take the ferry boat right to the Wilderness Lodge, and at the Wilderness Lodge you can go over to the Whispering Canyon. My eyelashes just got stuck on my bottom eyelashes and that hurt. You can go right over to the Whispering Canyon for lunch at the Wilderness Lodge. The Whispering Canyon is really fun. They have great food, amazing vegan option. I absolutely loved it last time I was there, and it's a really fun interactive lunch. They make you shout really loud at your table if you want ketchup. They do all kinds of fun little things, you know, for the kids, and it's just a really fun place to eat lunch. So I really recommend checking that out. And honestly, the Wilderness Lodge is really fun to look at. It's like a very cabin, rustic-y feeling, and I love it so much. So I definitely recommend making that your lunch destination. And like I said, you can take that little ferry boat right from the Contemporary to the Wilderness Lodge. Then depending on how much time you have, you can always take a ferry boat from Wilderness Lodge over to Fort Wilderness, which is the campgrounds that is, you know, a campground site for the Disney resort goers or guests. And there's not really like a lot to do there. There's like the hoop-de-doo review and stuff, but that you would have to, I recommend doing that on like a separate time. But here, you know, you can just kind of walk around. They have like the swing sets outside, and they have like little beaches and like volleyball nets. You can kind of just take it easy, relax a little bit from kind of traveling a lot, and just kind of take in the scenery and just really enjoy a nice little moment in the sun and just kind of relax. If you don't want to do that, you can always take a bus right from the Wilderness Lodge over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge. So the Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of my favorite resorts because of how interactive and unique it is. They have animals right at the lodge, like right outside. You can walk outside no matter if you are staying at the resort or not. You can walk right out, and as long as the weather is permitting, you can see these beautiful animals that they have all throughout the resort that are just literally walking around right in front of you. It is incredible, and it is breathtaking and fascinating that they offer that for people. I mean, it's a really fun way to see just kind of this free attraction, and it's just really awesome. I mean, it is so much fun. The kids love it, of course, because they're up close and personal with all of these amazing zoo animals. And it's so much fun for the adults too, because it's really one of those unique experiences that you don't really have a lot of other places offer. I mean, it's a resort. It's a hotel where people are sleeping and there's animals walking right out front of their windows. So that's a really cool thing, and I highly recommend making that one of the resorts that you go to. That's also a really good time to go, like after lunch, because you want to go before the sun is setting, so that way you're being able to kind of appreciate all of the animals and everything. And I think like right after lunchtime, right before the afternoon and the sun is ready to set, is a great time to be able to do that. So after you are finished at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can take a bus over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So now you are going to notice throughout this that there are going to be some times where you have to kind of do these different crazy ways to get around, but believe me, it's all worth it in the end. So from the Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're going to take a bus to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So the bus, of course, is going to take you there. Then from there, you can take a boat ride over to the boardwalk. So the boardwalk is so much fun. The boardwalk is made up of the Epcot resorts. So if you're staying at one of the hotels on the boardwalk and you have like a ticket to get into Epcot, it's only like a 5-minute walk, and you can literally walk right to Epcot and get in from there. It's so cool, and the boardwalk is absolutely beautiful, especially when it starts getting a little bit later, because you know, the sun is setting. And that's why I told you to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge while like before the sun sets, not only so that you can see the animals, but so that you can do the boardwalk next right when the sun is about to set, so you can get some really beautiful sunset pictures on the water, because that is the water right there. So it's really cool. You know, like I said, you're going to be taking that boat ride over to the boardwalk, so you might even catch the sunset while you're in the boat, which is really awesome. And you know, once you're on the boardwalk, there's always so many fun things to see. You can even just kind of take a seat. They have like benches and stuff outside. You can people watch. I recommend, I mean, I don't eat ice cream anymore, but if you do eat ice cream, I recommend going to Beaches and Cream. And if you have a big group with you, trying to tackle the kitchen sink, which is of course the huge infamous ice cream, you know, on Disney property. So that's always so much fun. Me and my family did that before I was vegan, and we loved it. It was awesome. But like I said, the boardwalk is just beautiful in of itself, and honestly, anyone can make a really fun night there. You can honestly just end your night there and just walk around the boardwalk, or you can take a bus back to the Magic Kingdom Ticket and Transportation Center and then hop right onto a monorail to go back to the Polynesian one more time to watch the fireworks from Magic Kingdom. So right on the beach from Polynesian, you can watch, you know, the fireworks like over the castle. It's a really awesome way, if you're not in the park, to still be able to experience that beautiful magic of the fireworks that the park has to offer. So that's one of those really fun things that is really unique about Disney resorts. You know, you don't have to necessarily be in a park to experience a lot of those fun little pieces of magic. So I think that's a great place to end your night. Like I said, you can always end it at the boardwalk and just watch the sunset over the water and really just enjoy a fun night there, eating some dessert of that big ice cream. Or like I mentioned, just go back to the Ticket and Transportation Center. That's where your car is anyway, so you're gonna have to go back over there anyway. And if you have the time, might as well just hop right onto one of those monorails to get back to the Poly for an extra half hour or so to watch those amazing fireworks and really seal in that Disney magic to, you know, end your night the right way. So that is all of my recommendations on how to make a really fun Disney resort hopping day. I think that I covered at least my favorite and most loved resorts. There's some of the ones that I think have the most to offer. I think that they are all so beautiful. I mean, every single one of the resorts are so beautiful. There's so many too that, you know, I didn't even mention in this video that you could still go to and have so much fun at. But this is what I think if you're trying to just do one day of Disney resort hopping. Believe me, this will take up a good chunk of day because there's so much to see at each resort, and you will just really just feel mesmerized by all of the beauty of these different resorts. And believe me, resort hopping might not seem like the most fun thing to do because, you know, you're just going to different hotels, but when it's Disney, everything is magical and everything has that element of fun and beauty, and resort hopping is no different. Honestly, I love going to the resorts just as much as the park sometimes. It's just amazing. And also, I know I mentioned things like this in my other resort hopping video, but, you know, just like a little, you know, tidbit of info, the Poly has Dole Whip, which, you know, Magic Kingdom also has. Magic Kingdom is always jam-packed, so it might be a little bit longer of a line to get a Dole Whip there, but you can always get it at the Polynesian. The resorts are, like I said, a really fun way to experience that Disney magic, but you're avoiding a lot of the crowds. They still have amazing character dining meet and greets and experiences, so you can still meet these awesome characters. Like I mentioned, either of the two places you would go to for breakfast, either 1900 Park Fare at Grand Floridian or the Ohana Breakfast at the Polynesian, both have character dining experiences, so you're still getting that really fun Disney magic without spending all of the money that it costs to get into one of the parks. So they are my recommendations. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Just kind of sum it up one more time, I'm gonna briefly just go through the list one more time so that you guys can hear it again. So you're gonna start your day at the Ticket and Transportation Center, the Magic Kingdom Ticket and Transportation Center. You're gonna drive your car over there and park. Then you're going to do the monorail resorts first. Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary. In any order that you want, but I, like I said, recommend doing breakfast at one of the first two and then ending with Contemporary. Then from Contemporary, taking a ferry boat to the Wilderness Lodge for lunch at the Whispering Canyon. Then you're going to take a ferry boat to Fort Wilderness to just kind of relax and blow off some steam, or take a bus right to the Animal Kingdom Lodge to see all the animals before the sun sets. Then from the Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're going to take a bus to Disney Hollywood Studios. Also, even if you do Fort Wilderness, like I know I said do Fort Wilderness or go right to Animal Kingdom Lodge, but even if you do Fort Wilderness, definitely still do Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is amazing, believe me. Then from Animal Kingdom Lodge, you're going to take a bus to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Then from there, you're going to take one of the little ferry boat rides over to the boardwalk. Enjoy yourself, people watch, eat the, you know, kitchen sink of Beaches and Cream, and then you can either end your night there or go back to the Ticket and Transportation Center, catch a monorail to the Polynesian, and end your night by watching the fireworks. Like I said, you're going to have to end your night at the Ticket and Transportation Center anyway, so it's just a matter of if you want to spend, you know, your last bit of Disney on the boardwalk, or if you want to do one more fun thing and go back to the Poly. You know, start your day with the Poly and end your day with the Poly and watch the fireworks there. So they're all of my recommendations. I think that's kind of my itinerary when I am doing a resort hopping day, no matter how many times I go to, you know, on a Disney vacation or just am in the Florida area. That is my ideal resort hopping itinerary, and whenever I have an extra day to do it, believe me, I am doing it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions that you may have for me on other tips and tricks for resort hopping, or just any comments at all about resort hopping, please let me know. I would love to talk about it. It's one of my favorite things, and as everyone can probably tell, I love talking about Disney. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more Disney related videos soon. Like I said, be on the lookout for that new updated vegan breakfast at Ohana video that I will be coming out with soon, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye!